Hello everyone, GameDog here, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeons of Dredmor. Last time around, we took out two massive monster zoos and didn't really get an item for it that I kind of wanted. That's okay though, because we did get a lot of experience for that, which is kind of why you do those in the first place. I mean, getting a good item is fine, but I just like the sheer amount of level ups you can get off of that. Like, I want to say we got 2 whole level ups off of that a whole encounter, which is ridiculous. You don't get that from one encounter usually. Whatever though. Let's see. I said last time, yeah, we're gonna start looting this whole place right here. We might as well go ahead and just eat all these like prince mushrooms and other things we got. I want to say the next yeah, speaking of mushrooms, I want to say the next thing I'm going to go after is the mushroom ability that makes it so I can change one mushroom into any other mushroom. It's randomized, but it still is nice, because it would be a neat way to get rid of, like, to say, like, maybe try to get rid of a bunch of mud wrens and turn them into, say, like, mob bonnets, or like, something even more useful, like a prince mushroom or something. Okay, so, let's see, I kind of want to just arrange my inventory real quick. It's actually getting very full. Oh, yeah, there you go. I should probably go ahead and open that up as well. You know, I want to say I've stopped the recording after each and every one of these, which is why the Loot Fist cube keeps closing in between episodes. Whatever though, I just put a bunch of items in there I probably won't be using. Let's open up this door. We know that there's not going to be any more zoos for this floor, because only one does spawn per floor. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, or at the very least, once you unlock one of them, or once you, Conceptual Reinforcement, that's a good one if you can get that. I think it requires some wand crafting though, which is a stat we do not have. Okay, let's lockpick that. And if we can run to a dead end down here, no, just a lone little cider. Okay, we'll just go ahead and take that anyway. Alright, so off in this direction, I want to, let's see, I kind of shoehorned myself into a bizarre location here. Let's head back for the time being. I feel like we've done enough in that little corner for now, and we'll probably just go back there later at some point anyway. Let's smash this guy, there we go. Okay, good, I just like getting any little big experience I can, even though I want to say we're a little bit over leveled right now. Not too much so, but just a tiny bit more than you normally would be. Like, maybe one more level than expected. It's all because I'm, once again, very methodical and have to take out every single enemy I see, and I also have to explore the entire floor, because that's just how I play this game. I have actually tried a sort of speedrun strats this game for, in the sense that I run down the next floor as soon as I see a way to go down. Don't ever do that, by the way, unless you're kind of basing a run around it, because it really, like, you fall behind very quickly level-wise, and it actually gets very difficult very quickly. Is that a monster down there? I think it is. Is he gonna see me? Yes, he is. Okay, he's gonna come up this way. It's a living statue. I have, yeah, I have some plastic bolts. I think I'll use this opportunity to maybe try to throw some fire at you, and then maybe try to do that. I am aware that this, that Dragon's Breath is getting very redundant at this point. Yeah, it's getting very redundant at this point. Like, it's something you really shouldn't be using whatsoever. But then again, it does still use very little health. That and I can take out enemies like that very, at a very long distance, very nicely, per se. Actually, that's not doing any damage at all, just looking at it. Yeah, that's not doing any damage whatsoever. Okay, we have to think of something else to take him out. Let's go ahead and use this wand, actually. We have not actually used this yet. I think it traps an enemy in place. Yeah, it like roots them in place, it poisons them, and it does some good damage as well. So it's a really good item if you can get it to work right. And I believe how this one works is we have a bunch of I'm not gonna bother trying that one out. We have all these levers which warp us around to random, well, not random points in the room. It's always in like a counterclockwise fashion. I'm looking at the map though. I want to say I want to hit off to the right first. Yeah, so go ahead and do that. We'll hit that one. We'll hit this one again, and then let's hit through here. Let's see. Man, we are not really finding that many enemies. What is that? Voluminous Robe of the Vizier. A mage on the rise of the world needs an outfit to make a statement. With his deadly pointed shoulder pads and practically long sleeves and a peripheral vision blocking collar, this is that outfit. That actually looks really good compared to what we have right. Oh, I forgot they actually noticed me. Okay, I think I'll start. I think one of those trying to throw a fireball at me actually. Let's put a rune down right here. The golem will probably walk on top of it. Yeah, there we go. So then he's gonna set it off in like a turn. That's nice. That's nice. That's some good damage right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do this right now. I am gonna be taking some gradual damage, which is not ideal, but something that is I'm probably gonna have to deal with nevertheless. Actually, this isn't too bad, all things considered. I should probably take out this guy right here, though, because he doesn't have that much health left. There we go. Oh, no, I actually didn't defeat him. Come on, now. There we go. Okay, so like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, let's actually look at these two. Now, 5 Sagacity, that affects all my magic-related stats, so I have to keep that in mind. Oh, man, equipping that alone just adds, like, 5 more magic to my thing. That adds 3 magic, it looks like. Yeah, 3 magic power. This adds 5. What does this add? That also adds, like, some blockchain. You know, this actually looks a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and equip this. There we go. I lost a few stats there, but I think it's kind of worth it. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Now, looking at the monsters... Oh, Potion of Clear Vision is good. Looking at the monsters floor, I think Ice might be the better way to go, so I'll go ahead and step on that. Then let's open that door and see if maybe we can find some enemies in here. That and I already have a bunch of fire magic anyway and ways of dealing fire damage, so it's not really that, like, I don't need that per se. Oh, we actually, high on inventory again. Okay, let's go back in here. Oh my goodness, this place is getting ridiculously full. Let's go ahead and just arrange some things and just drop some crap on the ground that we don't necessarily need. Let's see, Duelist Buckler. Let's drop all of those. Let's see, Potion of Replenishment. Don't really need those per se right now. I might just go ahead and do it and eat those later, though. The Puffballs. I kind of want to keep the Mob Bonnets. Mob Bonnet's a really fun word to say, by the way. Okay, and then last but not least, drop that down, and that looks about as solid as it's going to be for a little while. So let's just go back. Wait for it to load up. There we go. Okay, let's move on. Lockpick the door, and there we go. Okay, so we got, we'll take that up. That's a very useless item right there that I probably won't really use. Oh man, I just thought of something. This is one of those rooms which you flip a switch at the very end of it and, like, monsters come at you. I think I'm going to slam that door shut, so the monsters are trapped in here with me. Yeah, there we go. They think they trapped me, but in reality, I actually trapped them, which is, solid. I like that a lot. Actually, you know what? Let's summon a Whirling, right? Actually, ooh, okay. I'm going to toss a Fireball this way. There we go. Oh, that actually destroyed the wall a little bit. And then I think I'm going to summon a Wormling right here, because we have not actually gotten one in a while. I did keep that on the back burner, though. I knew I was missing one. The thing is, though, I was warping around so much that if I did summon one, I'd have to summon it in, like, 2 seconds again anyway. Let's take this opportunity to drink a like, one-off thing that I'm not really going to use. There we go. We'll drink that. Let's see. Where is my Wormling? I think he was inside the monster. That doesn't happen often. Yeah, you'll take care of those guys, I think, if I just leave you to them. Good, so let's just move on right here. He'll take care of those guys. Now, what do we got behind here? We have a ton of enemies. Let's, toss a couple of fireballs around here. There we go. I love how the fireballs also destroy the room as well. Like, they kind of like blow up some areas, which is actually kind of neat. If I ever find myself between a rock and a hard place, I maybe will just, like, by brute force blast the door out of the way, or I'm trying to pick up the, whatever. I could, by sheer force, just blast the thing open. Is that a kilt? A kilt. Being able to breathe really helps you when you're swinging that claymore around. Let's see here. I think I am using a claymore, although I know that is just flavor text. Okay, let's see what that is compared to the pants we have now. We have not replaced our pants in quite some time. We lose some, let's see, we lose some dodge chance and some block chance, but it gives us 3 sheer power, like melee power. And that is actually, I kid you not, that's probably one of the most important stats in the game. It pretty much dictates how much raw damage you'll do to enemies, which is incredible when you have, like, honestly, I'm probably going to be doing a lot more damage to this little thirsty now. Look at that. Man, we're already getting to the point where we're, like, solidly 2-hitting a bunch of these enemies. Not really solid 2-hit, but it's close enough. Close enough for my liking. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. What is going on up there? My dragon was, like, attacking some monsters that I did not see. I think it, like, killed a Diggler or something. I can't really see the corpse now. Whatever, though. Let's just move on. Killed the Mustache Spirit, and thankfully ran into a dead end, which means we'll be able to, Oh, good, my dragon started attacking me anyway. Good, okay. I'm really liking this dragon friend right here. Like, he's amazing. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt him, though. Okay. Sometimes when you, like, move your mouse around, you just automatically left-click in this game. It's a little glitchy, but it's not too bad. Like, honestly, that's probably one of the worst things that's ever happened to me there in quite some time. Alright, so let's take a little Dragon Man out here. Let's, head over to, you know what? I think I'm going to try and, I've been using this word a lot in this playthrough, but I think I'm going to try and chokehold this, actually, wait a second, looking at this up here, I thought there was like a place I could go through there, but I'll head downwards. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and head downwards, and then, from there, I'll open this door and see what's down here. I'm not gonna try and... Actually, that's I think that's the one that, like, just paralyzed me. That's not too bad. Yeah, that just 8 damage. That's not awful. Alright, let's go down here. Break the crate open, grab the cider. We also grab that as well. Grog, javelins. I'll just put the javelins in there because I don't really use those items. I'm just going to toss a fireball at you. There we go. You'll take a ton of damage by the time I actually get over there, and there are a lot of items in this room. Let's see here. We have an ear right there as well. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Let's more barge bolts, which I'll probably just like transfer. I should have kept on to those ones. Oh, we have a wizard's hat. That's a good item. That actually gives us magic regen, which is probably one of the best stats you can get when you're doing a magic run like I am. Although I kind of like the sheer magic power this one gives me. And it also gives me like righteous and acidic damage, which makes my attacks more unique. I think I'll hold on to the sombrero, but I do appreciate that item nevertheless. Let's see, put the throwing stars in there. Take the mud runs. I'll hold on to those just to like transfer them to something else later. Bash that open, enact an act of heroic vandalism. Let's see, we've got an uber chest right there. What's in here? A way to make a Voltic potion. That's kind of cool. Let's see, we'll take that. What we have equipped right now is probably better. Oh yeah, much better given what we're trying to do. And there are a lot of displacement plates here as well. The water is foul. You feel stupid. I think that's like one less permanent. Oh yeah, that's one less magic power and one less permanent magic for a little while. That's pretty bad actually. Whatever, we'll deal with it. And I know some of you might be wondering what this rainbow graffiti is up here. I'll click on that in a second. That is a, oh, I forgot. Sometimes this guy can just speed up and hit you like 3 times or something. But what that rainbow graffiti is it's a very interesting mechanic. I want to say it's one of the mechanics to actually add to the DLC. And I usually don't bother with it unless I'm doing a no permadeath run. And I usually play with permadeath on. Which means that I don't really use those that often. How's my weapons looking? Because I just got a new mace. I kind of like what I have here. Yeah, we'll hold on to those for the time being. Come down here, another Voltic potion. We just got a way to make more of those. That's kind of a neat coincidence. Let's click way over here. Oh, no, I wasn't able to do that. Whatever, then we'll just walk over here. I think I saw like a drink machine down here. Yeah, so, okay, please have the blue potion. No, still no blue potion. I'm still looking for that blue potion. You can get it in drink machines. I just haven't yet. Alright, so let's, actually, I'm gonna have to open up a notepad off screen for this. Let me go ahead and actually, let me open one up real quick. So, what the rainbow graffiti is new text document. But it's not often a game forces you to open your own text document. I was going a little bit glitchy right now as well. Is this going to appear in the recording? I don't think it is. But what happens is, you click on the mystical graffiti right here. You find an arcane address. Now, I'm going to type this down real quick. So, Tog, new spot, Kisi. This may prove useful somewhere. Friendly advice, friendly bit of advice, eh? I'd write it down. So yeah, I definitely do write that down, because I think you can click on it again, but like, there's no log where you hold on to these, which is why you gotta get a text document out. So now what we do is we go to the pocket dimension, we drop that for garbage, because, oh my god, there's so much stuff in this one space right here. I don't think you can, like, crash the game if you put too much things in one space, but it is certainly a little bit annoying if you do so. Now, okay, let's drop some of these down here. Let's drop off the mud brands. I'm probably just going to try and, yeah, I'll probably try to eat a bunch of those whenever we go out of here. Now, what this machine is over here, this is a portal of to a distant dimension. What happens is, travel to a distant dimension of danger and wonder. We put this down, and then what we have to do, okay, now we have to take our text document out again, which I conveniently have right here, and we will put down Tog new, basically the same thing we just put in. So, key C, that should be it. So let's click engage, and there we go. So I opened up the portal. I'm going to close the text document for now. I'll save it, even though I probably won't be returned to this address again. And I would also like to be a little bit careful in here, because whenever you click on this, so now what's going to happen is you click on it, and it transfers you to a very distant area. Now what this is, it's a little bit like a mini dungeon. There are some very strong monsters here, and that's actually the reason why I don't really bother coming here. Because I kid you not, sometimes you can run into monsters that are like 10 levels above you, or monsters you're not supposed to fight for like 5 floors or so. And I kid you not, I keep telling you guys that some of the most dangerous parts of this game are when monsters can kill you in like 2 hits. That can happen very easily here. Wait, is that another one of those? It's a diagnosis mode. It's in diagnostic mode. Some problem with config.sys. Okay, so we probably can't use that one. That's kind of odd. I've never seen that happen before. Let's toss another one over there. Oh yeah, there are also crystal node, no signal. There are also like little cute little references to other games in here. Like I think you can even like find a TARDIS in some of these, which is kind of funny. That's Doctor Who, I believe. I don't actually watch that show. I just know a little bit about that because I know some friends who are very big fans of that particular TV show. This guy's not noticed me. Okay, so we appear to just be fighting monsters that we've can we click on it? No, we can't click on those. PC load letter. Unfortunately, electronics is not a skill tree. That's funny. Okay, even after like 140 hours I have in this game, there are still things that can make me... Wait, what? Apparently sufficient advantage... Oh, I can't actually click on that one. This is the sign of a good game in which even like 140 hours in, I kid you not, that's about how many hours I do have in this one, it still manages to make me chuckle sometimes. That's funny to me. Oh man, but what if electronics was a skill tree in this game? I spawned the wrong monster, actually. Let me put you right there. I'll take care of the paladin. My thinking was he comes in like a 4-way burst, so I could probably try to kill not kill them, but like do a decent amount of damage in the meantime. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just pick up the rust. We'll pick up those. I think if you leave this area, you can't return to it. I could be wrong in that, though. I don't think I'm going to spend much time experimenting with it, however. What are those? Those are bolts. We kind of need bolts, actually. Well, we don't need them because need's a strong word, but we kind of want to look for them. I'm not going to equip that kite shield because, okay, that's actually very anti-productive for me to equip because I can't really use shields in the first place because I'm using dual wielding. I mean I can, but I might as well get the benefit from dual wielding. That and it actually lowers our magic power, which is something I notice a lot of like steel weapons do, which is not nice. Okay, those pumpkin enemies always worry me, just because that poison attack they have. Oh, another prince mushroom. Oh, we need to eat our mushrooms again. Yeah, the two that we always eat. Let's go ahead and eat that, and then let's go ahead and eat our lobster meat. And lobster meat does stack, unlike the prince. So I think I'll just eat that one as well. There we go. That's nice. So that's 2 more lobster. That's 2 more stubbornness. That's what that purple thing is, I believe, and 2 more armor absorption, which is the white thing. This cloud gremlin should die pretty soon. There we go. That's good. I actually thought his health bar was that thing's real quick. It wasn't. That's nice. Let's see. You'll probably take care of the paladin. Yeah, you will. I think. Yeah, you were able to do that. Okay, we'll destroy the blobbies. Like honestly, this is kind of random as well. Like the blobbies are monsters from the very first floor. And the fact that they can just as easily spawn enemies from, like, floors beyond what you're supposed to be at right now, it pretty much makes it so, like, every single encounter is like a mini-boss if you happen to get a bad roll. Which is why I usually don't bother with these. I will this time, and, you know what, given that I'm not playing with them... Wait, what? Oh, that's the first trap in the game, actually. That's going to do very little damage to me if I do get hit by it. Didn't do any damage, actually, and I think it did get a critical hit as well. Yeah, I think I'll take the risk and actually just try to, I think I'll take the risk and just try to do all those. There we go. Got a little bit more experience off of that. Not that much, but then again, every little bit helps in a game like this. What is that going to release? Okay, that's what I was talking about. Those are monsters you don't fight until very late into the game. How am I supposed to take care of this? So let's take out the wand, and let's try to snare both of them so they can't really do anything. Oh, no, it doesn't snare them, but it does... Okay. This is suddenly going a little bit more ugly than I imagined. They've already killed my, Good, okay, we can run. I was really confused. I was really worried they would run a different way and then not really work out in our favor. They're actually taking some damage. How much damage are they taking? Lightly damaged. We'll try to snare you again. You're gonna hurt me. Yeah, there we go. Look how much damage that one monster did. Okay, we gotta find a door to hide behind because I really don't want to deal with those guys. I mean, I'll deal with them, but I want to do it very safely. Let's also throw a bodyguard out here. Let's toss the little wyvern there. He'll probably do like 2 damage overall, but it's such something. It's nice. It's nice to have that kind of thing on my side. Okay, so let's go ahead and just eat a bunch of junk right now. Let's see. Let's do the sewer brew. Might as well get those out of inventory. They're kind of useless anyway. I mean, only 6 magic at this point in the game. Okay, let's get our wand ready again. And then let's try to open the door. Okay, the wyvern's right there, so which means I did not approach enough in order to actually aggro the wyvern. Or I keep calling him a wyvern for some reason. The wormling. Is a wormling like a baby wyvern or something? That could be the case. Okay, he's noticed me. Let's toss a room right there because he's gonna step right on top of it. We will do this. I mean, it's 1 step at a time. That's what you got to keep in mind here. We'll toss an obvious fireball down this way. There we go. Toss another one. Okay, he's still progressing, so, oh, at the very least, my Whirling has gotten in the way. He's very close to death, actually, and you're about a third, you only have about a third of your health left as well, so that's pretty good. Okay, the game's auto-saving again, you can tell because it kind of froze a little bit. Let's, actually, you have 3 health left, this should take you out. There we go, that's good. Look how much experience I got from that, too. There we go, that does around 13 health, and I am out of, we'll finish you off with an obvious fireball. That should do it. Did that do it? I think it did it. Is he still alive? No, he is not. Okay, good. So, once again, you saw how much damage those enemies did. It took me down to around, like, 12 health at full health. So, they can really do a number 2 if you're not careful. Let's see. So, let's try and drink some more strong things right here, just because I really want to get back up to full magic pretty soon. There we go. We'll open this door. We'll be a little bit more careful around those kinds of switches from now on. I'm surprised I didn't die, actually. I usually do at least once against those guys, which is, of course, once again, why I don't usually do these unless, let's see, Dr. Stanix is always nice. Just in case I do, pedestal, just in case I do, accidentally die these guys and I have to do the whole run over again because of that. Like, honestly, this game, nothing makes you play a game safe like permadeath, or at the very least, nothing makes you play a game this long safe than permadeath. Because once again, if I die at any point, I have to do the whole thing over again. If I did play a permadeath on, which I did not because I don't trust myself to do the whole thing in one run. Like I said, it's hard. It's a hard game. This is actually fairly simple, actually, but then again, like with a lot of RPGs or games in the genre, I've noticed that the hardest part is always the very beginning because you have so little behind your side. Okay, I didn't expect you to do that. You're gonna be stuck in your own little smoke right there. I don't think this really worked out in your favor. We'll be able to take you out. There we go. That's good. Much easier than those evil clones right there, and we're already down to about half health we were before. Let's get the pears and, like, all the apples as well. Yeah, let's get back, like, 25 health doing this. That's good. That's good. Open up the door. Okay, what do we got behind here? We have a shield. Oh, what the? Oh, we just, I'm not gonna take that shield. It's a neat shield, though. Let's see. Let's knock this guy out of the way. Oh, there's actually a few enemies back here. You know what? Let's set up a route. He's gonna walk onto it anyway. I think that's, yeah, that's, not a cloud gremlin. I want to say that monster was, like, was at least, like a champion or something, because he was, like, a different color. Or maybe, like a, oh, what the, wait, is that a, why? Wait, is that water? Is he underneath water? So there's like one random tile of water, either that or he glitched and he's just there. That's a little bit random. Okay, yeah, he can't move because I think he's just stuck in the ground. That doesn't happen often, actually. It can happen, though. Oh, wow, look how little damage I'm doing to him. Oh no, I just one-shot him, never mind. He was just like blocking all those attacks, and we killed him with a counterattack. That's bizarre. See, look, I'm standing on this tile that the Ely was on. That was a glitch, actually. Oh, well, we might as well try to do these, because, shoddy dwarf IEDs do, like, little to no damage to me now. Like, they may get 1 damage if they do a crit hit, but, a crit hit, if, they may get 1 damage if they go critical, but that's not really a priority. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. I mean, obviously going critical is a priority, but, oh, what is that? Okay, that's a monster from a later floor as well. I want to say from the next floor, though, so I'm not really missing much here. It's no evil clone. It's not like those clone recolors. Let's see if I can take out Nessie from a distance here. Yes, I do realize that it's not actually its name. I've been calling it Nessie this whole time, just because it's obviously based off a Loch Ness monster. Let's see. Let's toss an obvious fireball that way. There we go. That's gonna hit the wall, kind of like his fireball or his smoke ball did. Do we have a kilt equipped? Yes, we do. I might hold on to that in case I run into Krong again. But yeah, let's try to hide behind some statues. Let's try to, like, throw some fireballs that way. I think he just resists these overall. Let's put a Wormling right here as well. He can fly, so I don't really have to worry about him falling into the water. Which I don't think you can actually do that, except for one very rare occasion coming up later on. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's just organize that real quick. And from there, you should be able to take care of the Ely. Yeah, you were. Okay, that's good. So we'll come over here. Wait, what on earth? Oh, there it is. Okay, that little blue portal you saw, I thought it was trapped for a second, but that little blue portal you saw was in fact the exit to this area. So once we do that, we have this place out of the way. And I want to say there's also like an artifact you usually find, but it didn't show up for whatever reason. So yeah, we'll just run from here. And that's going to send us back to the pocket dimension. So yeah, that's a pocket dimension. I don't do those often. Although, given that I'm playing with permadeath off, I figured maybe I could try to do them a little bit more over the course of this playthrough. So that'd be kind of fun. Okay, let's get back to the real world here. There we go. Okay, so, let me get my bearings real quick. Let's see. Okay, so we can pass that rainbow graffiti now. We don't really need it anymore. There's still an Uber chest right there that I want to unlock at some point, because it could potentially have something fantastic. And, the game's auto-saving. There we go. Once again, anytime the video freezes like that unexpectedly, and I actually comment, or anytime the video, like, freezes unexpectedly, that's the game auto-saving. It does that from time to time. No, I'm very glad that it's, like, only the turn-based games that happens for. Have you guys ever noticed that? Okay, so we have, let's summon a Wormling right here, and see if we can slam the door and just hope for the best. He should be able to take out those two guys on his own. Yes, he is. Right at the door to say hello to me, like a dog when you come home from work. Alright, let's go back this way. And then from here, I want to go down to this doorway. Yeah, there we go. I'm kind of want to clear out the, oh, wow, that's a lot of enemies. I kind of really want to clear out the right side of this, floor, or not, yeah, I guess floor real quick before we move on to the next one. Okay, so we're actually running very low on match now, but we did get a lot of damage off on these guys via the trap and the Wormling, who's still doing damage nevertheless. Oh, we're actually taking a lot of beatings here. I should probably be a little bit more careful, but my health does still look pretty good. Wait, did they kill my Wormling? I think they did, actually. Probably watch out for that. There we go. So we took those guys out. Oh, no, he's still down there. He just ran off to kill off some more guys. Oh, wow, this is like a little mini monster zoo. I don't think I very rarely see this many monsters spawn in the same place at once. I think he critted me, actually, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'll just heal that up after this battle. Oh my god, stop dodging my attacks. Come on now. Oh, come on. He has, like, he has 3 health left. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna smash you over the head. Let's go ahead and eat our pears. Yeah, we'll eat both of these, actually. There we go. Now let's come down here, and, oh, I see that little acid puddle right there, so I think there's, like, a Nessie down here somewhere. Oh my goodness. So this is where all the monsters on the floor were hiding, just in this one room right here. Like, there are actually a very absurd amount of monsters in this room. Let's see, that's a dead end. My Wormling should be able to take care of this guy on his own. There he is. Okay, historically inaccurate Viking helmet. Be a horned warrior. It took me years to figure this out, actually, but apparently the horns on the, like, stereotypical Viking helmet, that actually, like, never happened. Or the very least they didn't look exactly like that. I never realized that. Just kind of an example of how fiction can kind of skew, yeah, can kind of, just, I don't know. Like, I notice a lot of fictions, especially based off medieval, unless they involve magic, they usually try to be as accurate as possible, but even then, that little effect, what's that gonna do? Did that open the Uber chest? Yes, it did, actually, looking at the map. Okay, that's good. Unless the world involves magic, they usually try to be as accurate as possible with those kinds of things. But then again, that's something I've always seen Viking movies get wrong. Ooh, that's a good ring. That's 2 more sight radius, 1 more nimbleness. Okay, I want to give something up for that. That is a really good let's see. For 2 more, for 3 more. Actually, that's my only iced magic right there. What does this thing give me any I'm gonna go ahead and equip. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. There we go. That's some good stat boost right there. Okay, good. That is pretty solid. So let's head back down and let's oh, it doesn't really matter which way. Oh, yes, it does matter which way we go. All right, that was my fault actually. Okay, so let's head back the other way. And then I want to say there are still some things here. Okay, there's going to be a turret stuck right on top of that. All right, let's try to. My dragon is in the way. Okay, I think the dragon's going to die to acid actually. Let me just put him out of his own misery, but I think it might just be better to come up this way. That's gonna. Okay, this is not my best play right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's an artifact right there. It's not a dire situation, but I kind of want to just eat one of my dire sandwiches right now, because we are actually running a little bit low on healing items. Those are, I want to say those are maybe better than the things we have equipped right now. Maybe? Let's see, that's 4 more nimbleness. Actually, no, thinking about it, I think I'm very good with what I have right now. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with this for the time being. Oh, another lobster mane. I'll go ahead and equip that real quick. Wait, did my own monster drop a lobster mane? Does that mean if my character dies, he has a chance to drop a fungus as well? That's kind of neat. Let's go ahead and spawn a slime right here. And then I'll use him as a scapegoat to try and release that trap right there. There we go. And if he does get a few kills, then so be it. Like, he's still a good friend. I just like the worm, the wormling is like better in literally every single way. Let's go ahead and pick that lock. Is this a shop? Yes, it is. You always tell by how the room is set up. Okay, so what do we have in here? Now, we have a lot of things we have to do while we're here. First off, we have to sell all of these things. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and sell those. We have 25 lockpicks. I didn't even realize that. Okay, now here's the good part right here. Let's go ahead and put all of this stuff into my inventory. Let's open up our inventory too, so we know. I'm willing to bet that we have more than inventory's worth of items, which means we're probably gonna have to come back, which means we're gonna have to press spacebar a lot. Yes, that's that for the time being. Let's escape. Let's sell all of these items, and then we're going to have to wait a couple turns in order to go back into the pocket dimension, because that's one of the mechanics of it. The game actually froze there for a split second. That really doesn't happen often. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell all of these. Let's see. At the very least, it's a lot of items I can sell. And thankfully, it is only 30 turns for the pocket dimension to become available again. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do that. One more. There we go. Okay, now we'll go back into the pocket dimension. Let's pick up the rest of these items. I'm unsure if we're gonna have enough inventory for all of these, but I want to take as many of them as possible. Come on now. I don't think I'm going to, actually. Yeah, I still have a lot more that, man, there's so much to sell here. This is very humorous, actually. Okay, we'll head back. Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and sell all this garbage. Let's see here. Let's, yeah, just sell that, sell every single thing I own. Well, not everything I own. That'd be kind of bad. But yeah, we're going to sell a majority of these items right here. Good, so get rid of those. I also don't really like the puffballs, nor do I like... Those puffballs sell for a lot, actually. Nor do I like the Zodiac Wand. Although, in the case of the Zodiac Wand, I think it might just be me not understanding exactly how it works. Because honestly, the description is very vague. I think something triggered a trap over there. Okay, let's go ahead and, oh my goodness, more puffballs? Okay, that's really unfortunate. This should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, let's go ahead and put those over here. I didn't realize we had this many puffballs. You know what? I think I'm going to use the puffball, actually. What it does is, whenever you eat it, it spawns another item in your inventory. It spawns this, a puffball. Though very soft, this puffball also creates a cloudy and highly confusing toxic spore upon impact. So it does 1 slamming damage, which is not good whatsoever, but the reason why you use it is because, well, you know whenever my slime monster appears and I get like, what does that sell for? I'm gonna turn to Loot Fist. And you know whenever I use my slime monster and it always spawns alongside like a bunch of smoke? It pretty much does that effect. Although honestly, I'm not sure to just go in and do. Oh, that's a fantastic shield if you can afford to buy that one. I'm much rather just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's see. What we have right now is better, even though that 5 Sagacity is really good. Actually, we've had that item before. I just got rid of it because I found a better one. Okay, let's how much of a chance do I have to do this one? Is that no, that's not a that's not a turret-based one. So I think I'll just skip on that for the time being. Okay, let's launch a Wormling in there. Let's launch a fireball down this way, and now let's close the door. There we go. Now let's keep hitting space and hope for the best. Oh, good. We actually leveled up off of that. Okay, so what can we do now? I think I said I wanted to go for the fungal arts effects, so we'll go for Moldsmith. You can transform a mushroom into another random mushroom. If this such trick tickles your fancy, you can always grow a greater number of mushrooms at the same time. So that's good. I think it's going to increase the effect of a mushroom farmer right there, which of course like makes it so whenever an opponent dies, they have a chance for a mushroom to spawn on top of their corpse. Okay, good. So now that's going to give us more of an out actually. So whenever we find a mud run, actually let's use it right now. So what we do, I think we use it on we right click on it and then we like right click on the mushroom. There we go, and that transformed it into the prince. There we go. That's exactly why I want to use that. Good. Right click is also the ability to but you use all these with right click, by the way. But right click is also how you Oh, that's fantastic actually. Right click is also how you eat things as well. So I was a little bit worried I'd eat one of the mushroom ones, and honestly, that's not really the greatest thing out there. Tinkerer's Goggles. These can protect your eyes from flashing mechanisms and scalding steam. Yes, you could build a veritable empire of clockwork. Those right there, it gives you a very bizarre it gives you that, like, see a little wrench right there? That's tinkering skill. I want to say there are very few items in the game that can actually increase that. Let's see if we let's see. What do I need tinkering skill for? I need it for the portastills. Oh, no, I need it for that. I need it for there we go. This is kind of why I wanted to use it. So I just want to look through here real quick and see what I can. We'll have skill for. There we go. That's going to show us all the things we can make with that particular skill. So yeah, now we can make Actually, that's a really bad way to show that off. Let's equip it real quick. That's going to increase the my tinkering stat by 1. And then let's see, if I go into the crafting menu and use the half skill again, there are suddenly a lot more things I can do. Like I can make these ampule bolts now. I can make like more powerful bolts and things. I can make cutoffs. That's kind of funny. Let's see, leaden hoses, spiked leather collars. That's kind of neat. I might play around this a little bit. Ooh, especially for something like that. That's a good belt. What kind of belt do I have? Yeah, I want to say it's a better belt than the one I currently have. Oh my goodness, so many menus. Close every single thing. Okay, good. So what I think I'm going to do, and I don't do this often, I'm going to go into the pocket dimension, and I'm going to go a couple places over, after the game autosaves that is, and I'm just going to place them right there for now. So whenever I do find some more materials, I can potentially make some pretty cool bolts out of it, because that is why I do that. Good, so now we're back here. The game actually kind of froze for a millisecond right there. Not sure if you saw that. Oh, another shop right here. Oh, this is one of those long ones too. Okay, let's see what we can buy here. Actually, there's nothing new in my inventory I want to sell, so that's actually pretty solid. All right, so what do we got over here? Let's open up our character slots right here. What is that? A smuggler's vest. What we have is better. Oh, we can actually buy another one of those we want. I don't know why you would though. Okay, let's go over here. Brass ring. One more sagacity could be nice. I think I like what I have though. Let's see. I have a brutal club. We have a plague doctor's mask. That adds petrifying, toxic, and exfoliation resistance. I kind of like what I have though. The magical sombrero is just better in a lot of ways given my particular run. Let's see. That adds one more haywire chance, which once again is kind of like critical hits, but for your magic. I kind of like what I have though. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit better. Let's see, the whirling hunting dagger. We don't really use daggers, don't really use swords, and the sword ring is kind of redundant at this point. Okay, so sorry, Brax, but we can't really. Is your name Brax? Yeah, her name is Brax actually. I don't think I've talked about this guy before. A villainous salesperson with a terrible checkered shirt. He will sell you equipment that you need for your quest, but he does not take the shoplifters. This monster is trying to kill you. Despite it says that he's not actually, he only goes after you if you A, try to steal something, or B, you attack him yourself. Because I don't know why, but a lot of these kinds of games give you the option to attack the shopkeeper, so you can maybe like try to steal items for free. But if you do that, he like usually either sends his lackeys after you in this case, or once again in this case, he either is very strong himself, and Brax is a very powerful monster. I think I've only ever gone away with stealing from him once, and that's when I had an ability to warp behind him, so I could escape into another floor before his lackeys came after me. Okay, so it's going to take a couple of turns for these guys to get over to me. I think I'm going to release a wyvern right there. Then I'll also throw an obvious fireball, say right there. And that's a lot of, yeah, there we go. Let's slam the door shut. They should be able to take care of this guy, or these guys. I heard a bunch of guys die. Okay, good. He's coming back to me. That means that everything is done. Okay, so we got Consequentia here once again. Let's see here. Has recently come in possession of the... It must be stopped. Okay, let's find an enemy and take its item. It's up there looking at the minimap. We're actually coming around to where we were before. Enormous wrench. This wrench is good for both tightening nuts and bashing skulls. That sounds deadly. Though, like always, not always. I mean, I hope we find better items later on, but I kind of like what we have, so I think I'll just hold on to those for the time being. We'll take the verdant poison, and this should lead us back to the monster zoo area, actually. And a new monster has spawned in here. It's, oh, I hit my own monster. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, and it's, one of these, is that him? I think that's the monster right there. Wait, no, I don't think it is, because that's just a typical thermoblobby. You shouldn't be too difficult to take out. There we go, yeah, just one shot him at this point. Okay, he should be up here. Unless, wait, where is he? Is he invisible? I think he might be invisible. Wait, no. Wait, that was the monster? I didn't realize that. Okay, we'll just take the item then. Oh, and that's the thing right there. Good, we got a sword out of that. That's not good, but it is still a free item that we can sell at some point. That's nice. I'm happy with how that went. I mean, a nice simple quest like that. Okay, let's go ahead and pick the lock. Let's come down here. And here we have leather boots. The boots we have right now are way better at that point. We don't really need those. And let's see. Okay, another two-way. Let's go away and let's go around and unlock this door. That's a swampy. Huh, I think we're getting to the point where they're starting to spawn enemies from the left and the next floor on this one. Which means I might want to speed up, but at the same time, what are you doing, Dragon Man? Okay, ooh, a fell truffle. We can also convert our mushrooms into that as well, which is very nice. There we go, because I love fell power. Like, the stinky power of darkness is always very nice. We'll go ahead and smash that open. I should probably try to find a way to break that statue, because heroic vandalism. What happens if I launch a fireball at it? That does destroy it. Okay, good. That's solid, actually. And that is a trap I want to say that I didn't think I would have stepped on that, but I think that's a trap that the gnome, or that the gremlin released, which made it so, yeah, if you step on it, you take a little bit of lightning damage, but I want to say we have some good lightning resistance in general. Yeah, we have 5 lightning resistance, which means we're going to be taking very little damage from it. Good, good, so we'll pick the lock. We have another cloud gremlin right there. Let's, I'm gonna let you take care of him. Oh yeah, slam the door shut. There we go. I'm gonna let him take care of that guy. Good, okay, he's come back to me. He's actually very low on health, but I kind of like, I kind of think, wait, what? Oh, there's a trap there. Okay, is that one of the, one that, releases caltrops? Yeah, it's a caltrop eruptor. Okay, let's just walk around the old-fashioned way then. Okay, let's go around this way. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, what'd that do? Oh, that's gonna make it so the next attack is guaranteed to hurt me. That's not awful, all things considered. Okay, let's drink from the fountain. There are little mushrooms going in the water. How cute, also disgusting. What'd that do? Oh, that gave me Azure Magics. That's a good one. But I don't think we're gonna run into an enemy anytime soon, which means it might go to waste, unfortunately. All right, the next area is down here. So let's go ahead and open that. There we go. Okay, and here we have ooh man. Okay, we have a snazzy suit artifact that appears to give you one more astral of resistance, which is not awful, but at the same time we have better. So I'm not really too salty about the fact that I have to leave that one behind. We'll take the age steak. You know, I'm still looking for those, for that, like, meat-based, encrusting recipe, because that is actually one of my favorites. Let's see here. So, yeah, let's just do that. We'll take the whatever... Oh, good, another felled truffle. You know, let's use this opportunity to test this as well. Do the felled truffle stack? No, they don't. Okay, that's good. That's good science. So, as of now, all the ones that it's like, until you get hit X number of times, or until you hurt enemies X number of times, when it comes to those things, it's the, let's see, it's only the lobster main that actually stacks as of now, so that's good information. That's good to have. Let's see, so now we can actually make our own historically accurate Viking helmet. Okay, let's put a scapegoat up there, then let's try to release this. Yeah, he's gonna be taking the damage for me if I have to, let's see, let's wait for you to come up here. Oh, I'm stepping in the poison, unfortunately. Whatever, I think we actually got rid of that. Okay, let's pick the lock. Or maybe it's Sarmbia, you never know. Okay, so we don't really need to worry about those anymore. Okay, so let's head back, and let's see where else. I'm looking at the map. I think that was kind of worth it. Okay, let's, the next area on the mapping to go to is up in this direction, past both monster zoos. Or wait a second, yeah, there's a door up here I can go through first. Yeah, I'll do that one. Good, so we'll unlock that. Through here we have a Treant, and, oh man, you're gonna notice me, actually. Okay, let's use a firebolt on you, actually. There we go, that'll set you on fire, and, then we'll be able to kill you pretty nonchalantly, then. What's that gonna do? That releases, ooh, that's a good one. One more magic regen, 1 nimbleness, and 1, melee power. Oh, god, wrong menu. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to equip that, actually, because that is a really good ring right there. What's the worst ring on my person right now? I'm going to have to say that one. I'm going to miss the ice damage, but then again, I do have, yeah, I do have the mob mod, so if I do desperately need it, I can put it back on with that. Good, so that's more life resistance. Listen up, this one's tricky. The number is your health regeneration bonus. It is subtracted from the base health regeneration rate, determining the number of steps it takes you to regenerate 1 point of health. A higher number is better. Or you can just look down here. You gain 1 health point for every 5 rounds. If you take it off, it turns to 6. So it's always nice to have this. And I'm also looking for magic regen as well, so I can do the same thing but with my magic. Whatever though. We'll do that. You know, another very good skill if you're using a magic run, it's one called like Feyliner or Feyrunner or something, or like Line Walker. It's something like that. But what it does, it pretty much gives you a bunch of skills that are based around magic regen, which is always nice to have. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release this door right here. There is a Nessie down there. Let's put a Wormling and then just slam the door and hope for the best. You should be able to kill both of these guys at the very least. Oh, there's actually more monsters down here. I probably could have waited for him to take care of each and every one of them. But yeah, okay, he's doing a good job on his own. Let's help him out, even though he is poisoned and in a very bad situation right now. Okay, let's release the Gargoyle Trap. The Gargoyle Trap actually can't hurt me behind that, particular... Ooh, that's bad. Okay, it couldn't hurt me behind the wall, which is very nice. Okay, let's go down this way. We're gonna have to take some damage from, yeah, I'll just take the hit. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, no, I died. Okay, that was very careless on my part. Congratulations, you have died. And that is why the daughter of the galaxy, my goodness. Okay, and that is why I don't, that is why I did not want to play with, where am I going to spawn, actually? Let's go back to my autosave. Hopefully this isn't too far back. Oh no, the game froze again. It sometimes does this when loading the game up. Oh, but now the screen's gone white while on my part, and your part is just a little frozen right now. Alright, we can wait. Oh no, okay, here we go. We are a little bit behind where we were before. You know, I think I'll go back to the area I was at, and then I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.